right, we're still here, and now we're getting into a different kind of art. Now, despite the array of performing arts talents on the continent, ballet as a dance form can still be described as emerging in many ways. So an African child telling her parents that she wants to become a ballet dancer seems still to be a pretty unlikely scenario. However, we have a young ballet dancer joining us in the studio today who not too long ago had a pretty shocked reaction from her parents when she decided that she wanted to be a ballet dancer, a ballerina actually. Really excited to be joined by Laura Aitonje. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine.
First of all, please, I just want to apologize for calling you a ballet dancer because you're actually a ballerina. Now, How much of the ballet dancer do you get in the Nigerian setting?
A lot. It's actually more, they go ballet dance.
Ballet dance,
ballet dance.
Okay, all right.
I get that a lot.
You get that a lot.
A lot.
I mean, let's talk about being a ballerina because I was telling you before we came on that I actually booked some ballerinas for something that's coming up later in the year. And I didn't realize that there were so many levels and so many stages and so many, So tell me a little bit about the process of becoming a ballerina.
Okay, when you start young, which is advisable, maybe at the age of 3 or 8, depends on if you want to take it professional or you just want to do it, as a pastime. And then you take very intense classes. They get more intense the older you grow. And then you graduate to point classes. Those are the really, really difficult ones because then you get to actually dance on your toes. Yes, and it's actually quite difficult because everything you've been learning on flat, which seemed easy, and you think you've mastered it, it's like you have to relearn everything again.
Wow.
So everything becomes twice as difficult.
And I've seen so many videos of, how the toes are always bleeding, always covered in, almost in like bandages and so forth, because a lot of, it's painful and you do often get injured.
Yes, you do. But injury comes with any form of dance. As a professional dancer, you get injuries a lot. But the one with the bleeding toes is a bit exaggerated.
Okay, so that's just Hollywood.
Yeah, okay. If you're not, every day dancing professionally, like spend so many hours on your toes, doing 2-hour shows, you won't get that. Though you have blisters, bunions and stuff like that, but it's definitely not that bad.
Not to that extent.
Not that bad.
And so how did you become a ballerina, and where in Nigeria did you study in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay.
Whew, my ballet story. I've always wanted to dance. I have always had a passion for ballet, not just any dance, ballet. I remember
and you have the physique for it as well. It's so elegant. Yeah.
It comes with the dance style. Basically, if you take ballet classes, you always have to sit up,
poise.
And, grace and poise. So it kind of just follows you out of the studio, and it's part of your life. Yeah. So my dance journey. So where I'm from, I grew up in Edo State. I'm from Edo State, and there is nothing, it's a small town. There is nothing like ballet. There was nothing like ballet classes. So the best you could get was kingdom dances, those ones with wear gloves and church.
Yes,
and I didn't even do that. I refused to do it. I didn't want to mess it up. I wasn't going to do it the right way. I didn't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
So, and I always read that you had to be a certain age to, start ballet. I was already getting older. I was worried, So I went online. I used to steal my mom's phone there in the middle of the night when she was sleeping and go online and browse and search and research and do more research. So the older I get, the more my interest grew because I started practicing at home, then trying to split. I used to Google how to do the splits.
Oh, bless your soul. I love it. I
used to do all those. And then as I grew older, I got into university. I started buying books, textbooks. Luckily, ballet is something you can study.
Okay.
It's very technical. It has its own language. So you can actually study and, just match up with videos and get somewhere. Yeah.
So before you actually learn how to plie, you've already read about it and you know.
Oh, yeah, everything. In fact, I think my second time browsing, I went straight to point.
Oh, it's just
Straight to point. I still have the book where I drew the point shoes, would label the parts and all that.
So, obviously aiming to be a prima ballerina, and how are you going to take yourself there? Obviously means you have to leave Nigeria.
Yes. Okay. Ballet in Nigeria it's not so popular. Ballet is not so popular in Nigeria, but it's coming up actually. Yeah. So you find schools now teach ballet as part of their curriculum, and kids are exposed to ballet and all that. But it's not the way I am right now. I'm definitely no mystical plan, obviously, because the kind of training you can get over there abroad, you can't really. It's hard to get here. You need dance stuff, dance shoes. Even before I even got my first pair of point shoes, it took me years.
Oh wow!
There's no access to this. But luckily, it's coming up. Ballet studios are opening up every day, everywhere. Even in Benin, where I didn't get it. Yeah, there are several ballet.
Is it authentic though? What they're teaching?
Yes, some of them are authentic.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking all over Nigeria now. Not everyone is certified, but a lot of them are authentic.
So, okay, so where are your eyes set on? Because, it's almost, being a ballerina is very similar to being a musician in that your international recognition is very, very central to sort of your career progression. Where's your ultimate? Is it Russia, which is, we know Russia to be the home of ballet?
Yes, Russians are quite intimidating. I mean, they're 8-year-olds would kick my ass anytime.
So what are the plans then?
So, there is a place in Nigeria where you can actually learn real ballet. There are several places. Span is one of them, Site for Performing Arts in Nigeria. That's one of them. And I plan on actually learning more as much as I could, as much as I can. It means going abroad and getting more knowledge and bringing it back to Nigeria, because I meet a lot of people, adults, and they walk up to me and tell me, I've always wanted to be a ballerina, I've always wanted to do ballet, I wish I was flexible, can I still do it? Is it too late? It's never too late to do ballet. And I could see that they were like me at some point. They wanted to do this, but there was no opportunity. There were no opportunities for them, so they just let it go. I was very stubborn.
Right, which I love it. I love your spirit. Stubborn. So where do we connect with you if we want to know more about your work as a ballerina, if we want to book you, if you want to, where do we connect with you?
Okay, you can reach me. You can check out my Instagram page at Laura Aitonje.
Okay.
And my email. And there's a class at Lekki. There's class in Lekki, Theophilus Orji. They take ballet classes every Saturdays for all ages, so you're welcome. At Ballet Dance Studio.
All right. I love it. I love it. We've got that. Laura Aitonje, thank you so much. To watch more videos just like this, make sure you subscribe right here. And of course, check out more videos right here.